My brothers and sisters, you are now watching the Gamer 2323, so just forget about the chores you're supposed to do. Put your feet up, get your Kool-Aid, fried chicken, popcorn, get whatever you may need! And I hope you enjoy the video. Yo, what's going on, my brothers and sisters? Hope everybody is having a great day today. I was thinking about this old PlayStation 3 title. I just remember when it came out, it didn't really go over too well, but I feel like if they gave it another shot and released it today, or just did a sequel to it, I think it could like be a huge title for PlayStation.
Hear me good, nigga. I'm here to double down. That shit is a 2-pack of ass. That shit stinks.
At the time, people were, of course, comparing it to Smash. This is just a Smash clone, and we all knew that. But it seemed like Sony was trying their best to stray away from that. It just didn't make sense how a game like that wasn't a hit for PlayStation. It's literally Smash Brothers for PlayStation, and the way that game ended up being and how it kind of seems like it's been forgotten about and it was a one and done, it just had me thinking like, what really went wrong with PlayStation All-Stars? It kind of seems like over the years people have changed their opinion about the game. Not me. I still remember the first time I played PlayStation All-Stars and I was disappointed. One was that freaking wonky, disappointing roster that they had in the game. I have the roster of the 24 characters that was in PlayStation All-Stars right here. These were all of the characters that was in this game, including DLC that was in PlayStation All-Stars. Now, not all of it was bad. They did have some good characters here and there, but like overall as like a roster, it was just weird. So of course they had Kratos in the game. They had Parappa the Rapper, you know, the freaking dog from that game. Fat Princess, Sweet Tooth from Twisted Metal, Braddock from Killzone, Sly Cooper, Nathan Drake, Cole McGrath, and Evil Cole McGrath from Infamous, Ratchet and Clank, Jack and Daxter. I still remember playing this game back in the day and I could not understand for the life of me, how did Big Daddy from BioShock get in this game? They had Big Daddy from BioShock. They had Dante, but the rebooted version, because remember back in those days, like during that year, like they were doing the Devil May Cry reboot, so it was like that. It was like that evil, like, college hipster Dante. Heihachi from Tekken, Nariko from Heavenly Sword, Raiden, Sackboy, Sir Daniel from Medieval, Spike from Ape Escape, Toro from Together Everywhere, and the 4 DLC characters that they had was Cat and Dusty from Gravity Rush, Emmett Graves. I didn't even know who that was. I didn't even know who that was. Emmett Graves from Starhawk, Zeus from God of War. Suckers was really reaching for anything, and Isaac Clarke from Dead Space. I ain't say no Crash, no Spyro. They had Raiden, but no Snake, no Sora, no Cloud, no Sephiroth. They could have put in some people from Resistance. Like, it was like they was missing a lot of huge characters at that time for PlayStation. That was definitely a reason why I felt like personally at that time I just couldn't really get into the game like that. The roster was kind of weird and just like all over the place. Like, how did this character get in this game but this character is not in this game? Another reason, and probably the biggest reason why I didn't like this game, and I vividly remember this because while I was playing, I'm like, bro, this is stupid. Why did they do it like why did they do it like this? Remember how you couldn't even KO people? Like, the only way that you could KO people in the game is it was like a race to get your super meter filled up. There was no like damage percentage, no nothing. So it was like the only way you could get kills is by doing your special. I did not understand. I did not understand why they decided to go with that system instead of just completely, bro. You was going to be compared with Smash at the end of the day regardless. I don't know why they decided to go with that system, but I feel like that is really what killed this game. And because of that, there was really no reason to learn the moves of the characters that you was playing as, or no really reason to train to get better with the character that you wanted to play as, because it was really just a race to get your special. At the time, that roster didn't make sense to me, and when I was just recently thinking of this, I'm like, yo, why was the roster like the way that it was? because it was just weird. Shout out to Matt McMuscles, I think that's how you say his name. He got like a whole vid that he did on this of like really going into details of all like the chaos that was going on behind the scenes when Superbot was trying to develop this game. If you want to hear all of the details on that, I'll leave his vid in the description box below. It was just a mess of them trying to get characters from certain companies to put in the game, but some companies were just not willing to do it, or they were trying to charge too much for their character. Insert Activision Crash was definitely supposed to be a character in this game, and when I heard about this, I'm like, this sounds like something Activision would do. Like, this definitely sounds legit. So they did reach out to put Crash in the game, but because Activision owns the rights to Crash, Activision wanted too much money to put Crash in the game. Spyro was going through the whole Skylanders arc at the time, so he was like untouchable. You couldn't touch him because he was just in Skylanders. The Devil May Cry series was being rebooted at the time, so Capcom didn't want to use the old version of Dante. They wanted to use the new version. When I was like looking into like why the game ended up being the way it was, I was like, man, it was kind of sad, because it was like you had these like new up and coming rookie devs that didn't really have like too much to work with, and they had all these like boundaries put in place of characters that they could use or not use, stuff like that. It was like really like they threw that game out there to the sharks. So it was like it was just bad timing, I feel like, more so than anything. I definitely feel like if this game were to get a second chance, again, I don't know who would like develop this game, but let's just throw out Bluepoint, because that's all they do is just like do remakes of stuff. Do Bluepoint or somebody, I don't know, Insomniac, make them do it. Somebody, I feel like in the right hands, could make this game a huge title for PlayStation. And fortunately, since 2012, it's not like PlayStation has not added new beloved characters to the PlayStation family. Now you got characters like Joel and Ellie. You could put them, hell, add Abby in it. You could put the Hunter from Bloodborne in the game. You could add Aloy from Horizon. You could put in Spider-Man, since since that's a PlayStation exclusive. You could put in Jin from Ghost of Tsushima. You could add in some characters from Death Stranding. You could put in Persona characters. You could put in 2B from Nier. Like, bro, you could add in characters from Resistance, like the Chimera, stuff like that, bro. You cannot tell me, with all the PlayStation exclusives and characters that they have, if put in the right hands with the right timing, which it seems like, now you can, use Crash and Spyro and stuff like that, and all these other, put this junk on PS5 and PS4 and have it be crossplay, because the original PlayStation All-Stars was crossplay with PS3 and PlayStation Vita. So if they put this junk on play, of course, have in mind PS5 first, freaky all suckers, but also develop for PS4 and have that jump be crossplay, bro. You mean to tell me this game could not be a huge title for PlayStation? It really just makes no sense of why they only did it one time. Again, I don't know if, who knows, behind the scenes, maybe it has been, brought back up to try to get a second chance, stuff like that. But I definitely feel like it would go over way better today than it did back in 2012. I just feel like if this game gets a second shot, like a real second chance, and it's not all these boundaries put in place of, you know, characters that you can use and not use, stuff like that, it's put in the right developer's hand and gets a lot of support and stuff, bro, you cannot tell me this would not be a huge title for PlayStation, because they can do it. It's not like, you know, this is like Microsoft or something like that, and like they have to come up with like they gotta come up with like a roster of characters. Like, what would be the roster for like Microsoft characters? Halo, you know, well, of course, Master Chief, Marcus Phoenix from Gears,
down.
the car from Forza, Super Lucky's a ship from Sea of Thieves. I don't know, man. That's just my opinion. What do you guys feel about PlayStation All-Stars? Would you like to see another of this game? Would you like to see PlayStation All-Stars get a second chance? Would you like to see a sequel, a remake? You know, who would you feel like could, you know, develop this game and do it the best? What characters you feel like could be in the game? Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until the next video, my brothers and sisters, I'll catch y'all boys in my next one, all right? Yeah.